Easy peasy getting from Mandalay to Mingun. There's Mandalay, get on the fluorescent river, take a boat, get off it, there's Mingun. It's only a few miles.
I know. Nice to meet you.
May I know what's your name?
My name. And so are you. I love your makeup.
Are you happy in your work?
When the boat drops you off, everybody heads left, but I headed right up to this strange selection of structures and creatures. Apparently this layout is based on the Burmese idea of the cosmos. There's the lion dragon creatures, the guardians, and oh, they look like tank traps, don't they? This is very odd. Apparently this was a kind of practice for a bigger temple, which I'm hoping we'll get to see later if time allows. And interestingly enough, they've given the dragon lion statue I suppose it's a bottom. These gigantic ruins were also meant to be the beasts that are half dragon, half lion, but an earthquake put paid to them in 1838. We're coming to the famous Mingun bell. This is the largest uncracked hanging bell in the world. There's a bigger one in Moscow, but theirs has got a crack, so no. King Bodapaya had this cast in bronze back in the early 1800s. We'll find out a bit more about him later. He sounds like a power-crazed lunatic to me. This fella's got giant nuts. The thing you've got to remember is it weighs 90 tonnes, which is, what's that, about 40 elephants or 17,000 dogs. This is inside the bell. People have covered it with graffiti. Wonderful.
I hear you. I feel your deepest emotions. Show us something beautiful, John. I sense it in my being. Unfortunately, all I've got to show you is some old ruins. It's all going very fine, building, and then I had a spot of Buddha. Yeah, I mean, over my years of travelling, I've seen quite a few big cracks, but these ones are quite big.
King Bodapaya, you remember the one I was talking about? He decided he was going to have a 150 metre high stupa built. It got a third of the way done, and then he died in 1819. It was all built using slave labour and forced labour from prisoners of war, so when he died in 1819 they probably had a good party. But this would have been a 150 metre high stupa. To add insult to injury, what the king did was had a residence built on an island opposite the construction so he could watch them all working.
Hello. Oh, look. More shoe boxes and more steps. Oh dear me, here we go. Hello. Oh, I wonder where she's from. Where he's from. Hello. Huh. Oh blimey, how many of these are there? Do you know, I don't think I've ever in my whole life, apart from when I worked in the escalator factory as a test pilot, seen so many blooming steps. Oh.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You know what, with all these sort of bent bits around me, all these archaeological angles gone awry, it's even more peculiar coming down here because although you're coming down and you know how gravity works, you kind of look at them and you think, oh, maybe I should kind of veer this, oh, that's not straight, that oh. So there is for me, a loss of horizontal. Oh look, too many people coming the other way. Am I going to freak out and fall out? I hope not. I don't think so. Phew, I did it. Unbelievable. Do you know, when I get back to England, I'm going to open a steps consultancy. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I've had a lot of experience. You toot along this little road and suddenly, over on the right, disappears in amongst the trees. Check this out. Well, to my untrained eye, I don't know why those shapes are like that, but it looks like a giant birthday cake. Crumbly little entrance. Can we get in here? Oh, we can. Oh, I've got to go through the stile. Here we go. Now this, I like. Reminds me of Greece and Egypt and places like that, but isn't it beautiful? The way that light's cutting through, making those patterns.
This unique and beautiful place was built in 1816 by Bodappaya's grandson. It's based around Mount Meru. In both Hindu and Buddhist cosmology, Mount Meru is considered to be the centre of all the physical, metaphysical and spiritual universes. And this mountain is said to be over 1,000 million kilometres high.
To fully understand the seemingly irreverent activities you are witnessing, it is vital that you consult the cover of the Lonely Planet book, 9th edition. And this image was captured on John's camera by a couple of very friendly pigeons who he gave seed to.
Well, that's about it for Mingun. I quite enjoyed that. I like that first one with the big lions and all the white and things, and I like the big bell. God, I wish I had a big bell like that. I'd hang it in my barn. And then of course that poor pile of bricks, that poor man's dream, that king who made all those slaves, that'll teach him. Yeah, see, it fell down. He must be in his version of heaven going, oh damn, look at it. And then of course the lovely ice creamy one with all the wavy wobbly things. I rather like that. Thought I'd get myself a cold drink. This lady here sold me it. The price started at 700 and I went, no, it's 300 on the mainland or something, and I started to walk away and she went 5 and I went, no, 3, and she went, okay, 3. And she gave me the drink and then she said 4. So then I walked away again and then she said 3. It's just dull having to do this all the time. It would be like going into a shop and the guy says, how much is a Mars bar? And he says, £5. You know it's 42p. And you have to go through this silly ritual to get there. Never mind though, eh? Never mind. This lady is sorting me out a coconut. Look at it. She's whacking it. She's got. Look at this. Knows what she's doing at that chopper, doesn't she? Look at her. Look, she's hacking away there. I'm going to drink it in a minute. One. Two. Three. Oh God, I'm bored with this. You know, I nearly didn't get here today because when I got to the place where the boats go, which was a 20-minute hike from my hotel to the jetty, I am so energetic. Energetic jetty. Ooh, something's going on there. Anyway, I got there and I was the only person who wanted to go over on the tourist ferry. They have lots of ordinary ferries for ordinary folk, but tourists, which are subnormal things, they have to have a special boat because it costs more. And I was the only one, and the man was very, very nice, who looks after the tickets and things. He'd been taught in a missionary school from the age of 6 till 23. He's quite an old fella. He had very good English, had a nice chat. He talked all about his schooling days with some affection. And then he said, yeah, if nobody else turns up, mate, you can't go. So luckily, more people turned up, and I could go, and I did go, and I have gone. And when it's time to go, I shall go more on the boat back to the place where it came from. Yes. Anyway, go away. I'm trying to suck the stuff out of the coconut thing.
Here we go, home again on the So So Warm boat. Lovely river. And this is an odd trip because all the co-passengers, they're all silhouettes. Look, none of them have got any faces.
Enough.